Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here in my channel, you're welcome. It's Macari's Case here, and today in this video, guys, I'll teach you how to make a butter cake using unsalted butter. There's a difference when you bake with unsalted butter and margarine. So if it's something that you're really interested to watch, I want you to sit down, relax, and enjoy the video of how to make this butter cake. Alright guys, welcome back. So here's the recipe. Like I said previously, this video is all about how to make butter cake, and here is my unsalted butter, and adding my sugar. So to get the recipe, you just have to rewind the video a bit, and then you get the recipe properly. Now there is a difference when you bake with unsalted butter and margarine, because the difference is clear, the texture, the taste. And there's one thing I love about unsalted butter. After making it, you can feel this buttery taste. You understand? You can feel the buttery taste. Margarine is made of water, and unsalted butter itself is made of, contains a lot of fat. So and most people prefer, for me, I prefer to use unsalted butter, yeah, than margarine. But in Nigeria here, we all use, the most common margarine we use in Nigeria is margarine. So the difference there is that the texture, and of course we all know it is quite expensive. But then if a recipe should call for unsalted butter, I think it's advisable for you to use it. And also for unsalted butter, it's actually really creamier than than margarine. Margarine is not that creamy, but you see, for unsalted butter, it's really creamy, and it has this nice flavor. And also it all depends on the kind of unsalted butter you're using to bake your cake. There are different kinds of unsalted butter out there in stores. Like there's Ambassador, there's the President, there's Ala butter. But for me, I prefer Ala butter to bake, yeah, for baking. Yes, you can see this butter, it's creamier, like really creamy. Margarine won't give you something like this, though there are some margarines that are good anyway. But unsalted butter, is just the best for baking. Like I said, margarine is also good anyway. Margarine is also good, but you see, butter, it cannot be compared with you see, unsalted butter, sorry guys, unsalted butter cannot be compared with margarine. The difference is clear, like really clear. You can even Google difference between unsalted butter and margarine, and then you get to understand what I'm talking about. So guys, whenever a recipe calls for salted butter, please use it. You don't have to interchange with margarine, okay? Like for this particular recipe, it's unsalted butter. The recipe says unsalted butter and not margarine. So even if at all you want to try this recipe, I'm sure most of you guys will be asking me, can I use margarine for this recipe? Well, like I said before, when a recipe calls for unsalted butter, it's advisable to use it. But if you feel like you want to use margarine, well, that's up to you. But this video does not say so. Okay, so if you've not tried using, or if you have not tried baking with unsalted butter, I advise you should try it, and then you compare the difference between margarine and unsalted butter. Like I said, it has this buttery flavor, and I just love the fact that I just love that taste. There are some customers that, like, they tell you, there's some customers that really know cake as in quality cakes. In case you guys don't know, there's some customers, you can see how creamy this thing is. That's one thing I love about unsalted butter. It's so creamy, like really creamy, and it's creamed so fast. Like it doesn't really take time. There's some margarine that takes time to cream, why there are other margarine that do not take time to cream. But you see, on salted butter, it's very easy. Like within 20 minutes, 15 minutes, you're done creaming the butter with sugar, and it's very very fluffier. If you want to use your unsalted butter, it's much more advisable if it's in room temperature, because it will more like cream more faster. So I was actually talking about there's some customers that know good cakes, like they some customers know quality of, like, they know good quality cakes, you understand. So most of them are like, they always want to tell you, I want to, whenever, or when, okay, let me just say, whenever a customer tells you, I want to unsalted butter for my cakes, they know what they are doing, like they know what they are saying. And whenever a customer says that, it's much more better for you to be on the safer side. You can see how creamy this thing is, guy. Like, I love how creamy it is. It's always better for you to use the unsalted butter to bake for the customers. You don't want to make that mistake of using margarine when the customer did not say so. So there's always a difference, guys. Okay, now adding my eggs into the batter is a very simple procedure. Okay, now I want to really say something about eggs. If you look at this video, or the eggs is not that, the yolk and egg whites are not separate, they are more like together, right? Now this is because whenever your eggs like this, it means that it's no longer fresh. Now if you want to know a fresh eggs, the yolk and the egg whites are separated, like, yeah, they're separated. They are not, mixed together, just like what you're seeing in the video. But that doesn't mean that the egg is bad or the cake will not come out nice. Of course, even if your eggs like this, like what you're seeing in this video, it doesn't mean that your cake will not come out nice. As far as the egg is not spoiled or it's not smelling, definitely your cake will still come out nice. But what I'm trying to say is that if you really want to know a fresh egg, it's always better, like, if you really want to know a fresh eggs, when the yolk is being separated from the egg white, then you can tell it's a fresh eggs. Or I'm sure you guys know this normal simple procedure, like when you dip your old eggs into, if you have like 5 to 10 eggs and then you dip it inside a bowl of water, if any single one should come up, then it means that that particular one that came up in the water, it means that it's bad. But if none of them should float up, then it means that the eggs are still very very fresh. So I encourage you guys, whenever you want, because egg can be a culprit to your cake. You never can tell. Like, what I mean is, there are times that when you bake, it's either the cake gets spoiled within 2 days, 3 days, and you'll be wondering what happened. I didn't put milk and this and that, not knowing that it's your egg that could be the culprit. Okay, so always bake with fresh eggs, guys. It's very very important. So I'm adding my cake flour. I'm using cake flour for this butter cake. If you want to make cake flour, I'm sure you guys know it. Cake flour is your corn flour and your all-purpose flour. So when you mix the two of them together, you get your cake flour. Now for this recipe, I'm using 230 grams of cake flour. And how I got to make my cake flour, I measured 230 grams, and then I took away 1 teaspoon of flour. Yes, I took away 1 teaspoon of flour. Then I replaced it with 1 teaspoon of cake flour. That was how I got to make my particular cake flour for this particular cake. I repeat myself again. I measured 230 grams of all-purpose flour. Then I took away 1 teaspoon of all-purpose flour, and then I replaced it with 1 teaspoon of corn flour. That was how I got my cake flour for this cake recipe. Okay guys, I hope it's clear. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, please kindly do so. Click on the subscribe button to get notification when I upload the video. Like this video, share this video to your different social media platform. Drop a nice comment about the video and let me know your thoughts. Okay, do not forget to subscribe, guys. Okay, we're coming to the end of this video, and I love this butter. You see why I said unsalted butter is a good butter for baking, and yet it's a very good butter for baking like vanilla cakes, butter cake, even red velvet cake, and all type of cakes. So whenever a recipe calls for unsalted butter, it's very okay for you to use it, and then it will really help you to know the difference. You can see how lush this butter is like. I love this butter. It's so lush, it's so creamy, and it's very light. Like, it's light. You can see it. So there's some margarine that cannot give you something like this. Why is there some margarine that can give you, but then you cannot compare with unsalted butter? Unsalted butter still remains the best. So I just added my flavor, a vanilla flavor. You can use milk flavor as well. Whatever plain flavor you have, you can use it. Look at this butter. Isn't this butter looking so nice? Like, I love this butter. It's so beautiful. This light in texture. You can imagine how lovely my cake would definitely come out. So guys, I want you to try this recipe. Trust me, it's simply amazing. So very beautiful butter, and by the time you have something like this, your cake will definitely come out so perfect. So I'm going to pour this butter into an 8-inch pan, and of course I'm going to actually pour the remaining one in a foil, because I love to bake my cakes in thin layers. Yes, the reason why is so that the cake can actually come out from the oven on time. You want to start baking cake that that come up to the full of the pan. Doesn't really make sense. Whenever you're baking, always share your cakes in two different pans or 3 different pans, and then bake in a thin layer. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna bake this cake right now, and we're gonna see how the inside sorry guys, we're gonna see how the texture. Wow, this is so lovely, guys. You can see why I keep saying that unsalted butter still remain the best. So guys, subscribe to my channel to get notification when I upload the video. I love this cake, guys. See, look at this cake. It's so lovely, and it's very fluffy, very soft, and it melts easily in the mouth. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I have other videos that you can watch that could help you. Like my videos and drop a nice comment about this video. I really want to know your thoughts. So guys, here is me enjoying my cake, and I love how tasty, I love the buttery flavor in this cake. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing time while you try this recipe, and do not forget to share your feedback with me. It's very important, because it encourages me to put up more videos for you guys to watch. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you, guys.